back to my channel. Today we're going to do only 15 minutes of prep, not including baking time, for a whole week's worth of meals for my toddler. This is so great for if you have a toddler that's just starting solids, because these all have no added sugar, no salt, so super healthy, easy snacks for your toddler. So we are going to make a raspberry chia seed pudding. We are going to make some pumpkin oat muffins, which my toddler came in and saw I was making these, and he's eating one right now. He loves these. And a tray of baked blueberry oatmeal that once it cools you can cut it into bars, or you can just reheat it in the mornings. All the info on these recipes and links are down below, and let's get started. The first recipe we're going to make is the raspberry chia seed pudding. First I'm going to take some chia seeds and I'm going to get half a cup of them and set this aside. Okay, I have half a cup. I'm going to set this aside in a little bowl and we will stir these in a little bit. So you're going to start with a blender, and I am doubling the recipe because the recipe, I'll link everything below, but it has doing like a blueberry and a raspberry, and I'm just going to do the raspberry. So I did double it. So I'm going to do 1 cup of coconut milk. Pour that in. Next you're going to add half a cup of some other kind of milk. You could do cashew milk, macadamia, any kind for this one. I am using a soy milk, and it's the Milk brand. I don't usually get this brand because it's really expensive, but it was on sale and it has really great ingredients. Okay, we're gonna get half a cup of that other plant milk, anything but coconut, just because the coconut milk is so thick. I find that it's just nice to have a balance of another milk. Next thing we're going to add is frozen raspberries. I just have these organic ones from Whole Foods. And we're going to add 1 cup of these, so half a cup. And another half. And now we're going to blend this up. And this is mainly just for the raspberries. If you want to just do a basic chia pudding without the raspberries, you don't have to blend this and you can just stir in those chia seeds. Okay, now I'm going to pour these into a jar, so just make it easy to store. And then I'm going to add those chia seeds. I'm going to do this on the counter so I do not spill. And that is it. So easy, only takes a couple of minutes. Then you're going to want to refrigerate this for at least a few hours. I like to do it overnight. But this is just a great snack for toddlers. It has so much fiber and protein from the chia seeds, and so easy. Recipe number 2 is blueberry oatmeal cups. I did forget to line my 9x9 inch pan with parchment paper, so I'm throwing this into the beginning. I'm reminding you now, don't be like me. First thing we're gonna do is add 2.5 cups of oats. I'm using old-fashioned rolled oats. Okay, next you're going to do some chia seeds and some hemp seeds. I'm going to do 2 tablespoons of each, so I love this little measure. It's 1/8 of a cup, which is 2 tablespoons, so it's so nice. I'm going to add my chia seeds and add my hemp seeds. Okay, next I'm going to add my water. This is 3 cups of water. I'm going to pour that in. Next, I'm going to add 1.5 cups of blueberries. I'm using frozen. You could really use fresh or frozen. I'm going to pour those in. Alright, we're going to give this a stir. And then we're going to add it into the oven. Okay, the last recipe is pumpkin oat muffins. Let me preface this by saying my husband and I call these nothing muffins because, as I kind of talked about at the beginning, this is all like food for my toddler, so I'm trying to do like low sugar, not a lot of salt, and he honestly a lot of the time prefers food like this. He definitely likes things that are a little salty or a little sweet, but a lot of times he really likes like the plain flavors, so this is very good for a baby that just started eating solids, toddlers, just anyone who you want to have like low sugar. So we call these nothing muffins because they don't have like a ton of flavor, but he loves them and they're packed with nutrients. So let's get started. Let's line our muffin tin and we're going to preheat our oven to 350. You're going to use your blender again and you're going to take 2 cups of oats. And we love oats too because they just have iron, they have zinc, they have so many great nutrients. So we're going to take 2 cups of those and we're going to blend them until it becomes an oat flour. If you do want to save time or energy, you could just buy oat flour. But it's so easy to make. I think it's cheaper to just make it this way, so that's what I do. Oat flour is done. We're going to add that to a mixing bowl. Just wash this one so it's a little wet. Next I'm going to add 1 cup of pumpkin puree. I'm going to add half a cup of applesauce. Make sure it's unsweetened. And I'm going to add 1/3 cup of avocado oil. Give this a good mix and that is it. It is so simple. Easiest, quickest recipe ever, and then we'll spoon it into the muffin tin. Okay, this is the texture. Once it's mixed, just gonna spoon them in. Fill them each about halfway. And if you have extra, you can add a little bit more. Okay, they're all filled. My toddler loves these. He just gobbles them up, and I love that they are just made with such pure ingredients. I love making these for a trip. They're just great to bring on the plane and don't need to be refrigerated. I do keep them in the fridge sometimes just so they'll last longer, but if you eat within a few days, you don't even have to refrigerate them. We're gonna throw these in the oven. We'll just put it in with our oatmeal. Okay, the muffins are done. And sometimes if I'm not sure if they're done, I just will peek and check the bottom, and you want it to be like that golden brown color. And the oatmeal bars are also done, so I'm just gonna let these cool before I cut into them. Or I may just leave them in the pan. And these still need to cool, so the texture will be a little different, but I just love how soft these are. Just so easy for my toddler to eat. And that is everything I prep for a week for my toddler. Easy, healthy meals. I feel so good just knowing I have all these on hand for snacks, for easy meals on the go. Again, everything will be linked down below as far as recipes, and let me know what I should make next and which recipe you're going to try first. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and see you next time.